This is a video tutorial on simplifying radical expressions involving fractions. I am assuming here that you have previous work with simplifying radical expressions that don't have fractions involved, as we will use that in our conceptual knowledge moving forward. So let's look at the cleanest and possibly most simple situation when we have a square root of a fraction. Here what we're going to do is simply break the fraction apart into the square root of the numerator and the square root of the denominator. So the square root of 49 over 25 in this case becomes the square root of 49 and the square root of 25. Of course, we know the square roots of each of these. Square root of 49, that's a perfect square, so that comes out as 7. And the square root of 25, that comes out as 5. Easy peasy. Now, another way to think about this, if you don't want to use that method, is that 49 over 25, that's like 7/5 times 7/5. So when I have the square root of 49 over 25, that's equivalent to the square root of 7/5 times 7/5, which comes out then just as 7/5, as these can be put together to come out with the square root of 7/5. Now, let's look at a slightly more complex situation. This one, as we look at it, does not have perfect squares involved. However, if I take a moment to rewrite it, I realize, well, both of the 8 and the 18 can be divided by 2, giving me 4 over 9. And now, hey, those are perfect squares, so I can rewrite this as the square root of 4 over the square root of 9, which comes out as 2/3. So sometimes there actually are perfect squares if we take a moment to simplify. Now, going for the big show here, assuming you have previous work, again, I'm going to take and break this up into the square root of the numerator and denominator separately. So I have the square root of 25 m squared n over the square root of 9. Now, if you've done your other work, you'll know that the square root of the numerator comes out as 5m times the square root of n, and the square root of the denominator comes out as 3. We're done. So this is how I want you to approach simplifying radical expressions that involve fractions. Take the square root of the numerator and denominator separately and apply the rules that you've already learned. Good luck and have fun.